Wake up, train, eat. Wake up, train, eat. Wake up, train, eat. They're not doing it for money. They're not doing it for power. They're doing it to fulfill their dream, their aspirations, to prove everyone wrong, to protect who they love. This is a shonen habit that's almost synonymous to the genre. It's the shonen work ethic. At the very, very core of our favorite protagonists is a flame. Each and every one of them has it. It's something they carry inside themselves every day that pushes them forward and allows them to keep going. Oftentimes, the most impressive aspect of these characters, what motivates them, is what they have on the line. They have nothing to gain and everything to lose. We see countless characters starting at rock bottom. Oftentimes, these characters have no one. But that doesn't stop them. In fact, it does everything but that. It's the sole reason they get up, day in and day out. Shonen protagonists are unyielding. They stay true to themselves no matter the cost and always strive to be better. They're the perfect role model. Strong, caring, and most of all, they're phenomenal friends. This is an homage to shonen protagonists. I'm only partly trying to glorify them per se. More so, I'm trying to highlight what they are. Undisputed characteristics that myself and millions of others admire. So many people look up to them and strive to be like them. Is it possible? Can we, the viewers of the world, even come close to what they are? Their drive, motivation, ethic, morality. The foundation of these characters is built on fantastic, sometimes outlandish rules and universes. They and their universe don't have a limit, and they perceive themselves as limitless. Maybe that's the only reason they can afford to live like this. It's easy for them to give it everything, after all, it's fiction. Well, maybe not. If their universe is fantastic and limitless, how is ours not? Maybe, just maybe, their dedication and persistence could trickle down onto us, the viewers of the world, watching these characters' every move. I think, in actuality, it has. This genre is more important than we realize. It's shaping people, changing ideals, making people want more, want to do more. Even though we can't do what they do day by day, we can strive to be better. Now, let's turn back the clock to talk about the one who started it all, Goku. A phenomenal role model for a young me and countless others around the world. Funny, strong, all without a real reason except for becoming stronger. His character accentuates the strength and persistence that you can have and what you can gain from that. What comes from being knocked down and getting back up over and over again. The impact this has on the youth and even adults is indispensable, as is the case for all shonen protagonists. Asta lives and breathes training, and stays so true to himself and his beliefs that you can't help but be inspired. I believe this shonen work ethic is one of the sole reasons the genre's on top. To watch someone grow from nothing and live to their potential. Tanjiro spends every waking moment trying to become stronger in hopes that he can save his sister. Ed undergoes absolutely brutal tasks to find even a spark of hope to get his brother's body back. Gon gets up every day, pushing forward to someday, somehow, find his father. These characters are fighting for something they don't even know is possible or exists at all. That, to me, is pure motivation. Something that makes you want to be better and do better. What about the characters with the world against them? Naruto in the real world would probably grow up to be sad, uninspired, and spiteful. With what he went through being essentially uncared for and deemed a nuisance, I would almost expect that. But he didn't. He took charge of his fate and paved the way forward for him to overcome the odds. The lesson this can teach is irreplaceable. Even some protagonists like Tenma from Monster, Onizuka from GTO, and even Lelouch from Code Geass share these traits in one way or another. Undoubtedly from an entire separate genre, but inspired in the same way as these traditional shonen characters. There's just something so charming about the typical shonen protagonists. They're funny, non-caring, and phenomenal friends. At the end of the day, they also believe in themselves and those around them, and will do anything to pursue their dreams. It's someone that many of us wanted to be and are trying to be to this day. There are some characters like Eren or Shinji that stray away from the Tanjiro-esque personality type, but they're shonen protagonists too. Eren is one of the biggest names, exhibiting traits that many deem atypical. He has all the traits of a normal shonen protagonist, but is held back by a force greater than himself. He shows real fear, real development, in a world that's only there to beat him down. Shinji is a character that many seem to be less than fond of, that I can't help but admire in a similar yet so distant way. Real emotion, real expectation, a real-world example of a kid put into a situation like that. When typical protagonists would tackle a task head-on, bursting with confidence, some of them don't. But no matter how scared, how desperate, or how weak they may seem, they always go forward. That aspect has always inspired me. But one character that's inspired me more than others, maybe surprisingly, is Deku. As a young man, I couldn't help but admire him over the others. He was timid, scared, and completely helpless, but still acted. He had a moral code and demeanor that I wanted to strive for, and his subtle work ethic and effortless determination actually rubbed off on me and made me a stronger individual. Chances are, even you can relate to one of the aforementioned characters having an astounding positive impact on your life. An entire generation of workers and thinkers molded on ideals from these amazing role models. It's a way to view anime that not only puts it in another light, but accentuates its importance. They're bigger than cartoons now. They're something with real-world implications, bettering entire generations. That, to me, is why we should all appreciate the shonen work ethic.